Hello everybody, I'm Not Your Average Joe, this is my lovely wife Rebecca, and here we are today to answer your questions, comments, and concerns regarding my fan story, Saiyan Tail, a merged fanfiction between Dragon Ball Z and the Fairy Tail franchise, which, by the way, we are not affiliated with in any way. This is purely a work of fandom. Please support the official releases. Now, with all that out of the way, this time, so a brief overview of the chapter we're going to be reviewing is chapter 24. I believe it was called The Best Laid Plans, unless I'm getting something mixed up. But basically, what happens in this chapter is it's kind of a filler. Goran gets his team together, and he tells them that he's going to propose to his girlfriend. And throughout the course of the chapter, they're kind of getting stuff set up. Goran's kind of trying to make peace with Azura a little bit because they've always butted heads, and they're kind of working along their relationship. At the end of it, Goran proposes to Kinana under a meteor shower, and it was very sweet, it was very fluffy, and I really had a good time writing it. So sue me.
Alright, so rhatch89 says, awesome update, smiley face.
Alright, thank you.
Majin Lightus says, great chapter, mate. That is so sweet. I now wonder who Azura will get with. I hate not knowing. Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
Quote joke. Okay. Let's see. Well, I mean, you'll have to wait and see who, if Azura ends up with anybody.
I feel like she's gotta mellow out if she's gonna, or maybe somebody too, maybe somebody to mellow her out. Interesting.
I mean,
thought.
Yeah.
All right.
Could be.
All right.
Could be.
Okay.
I mean, look at what it did for Vegeta.
True. And now Vegeta's like the best character.
Yep.
So it's like.
Yep.
Animated.
Sorry, all you Goku lovers, but Vegeta's really bad. Vegeta's so much better than he is.
Goku's adorable. He's adorable, but
he's also a giant idiot.
Yeah, Vegeta's like best dad. So,
yes.
All right.
Vegeta is dad goals.
Yes.
And I would know.
All right. Joe Clone. Sweet romance. Goran is such a big softie. This was a great filler chapter before we get into the action paction. I like
action paction.
New words, all right. I just made that word up. Oh, yeah. Jinora was surprisingly cordial in this one, and I think it's nice. Maybe you have something in mind for her in the future when it comes to love matters?
Everybody seems very interested in finding out who she's going to... I mean, I like to make ships part of my stories, but they're not the main point, if you know what I mean. So,
I love how these guys are into this. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I feel like she's starting to get a little bit more... I feel like she's starting to get a little more love than she was when she first got introduced.
Yeah, she was a pretty
I mean, not that she was very lovable when she first got introduced.
She was a pretty hated character, though, at first, I have to say. All right. I'm not sure. Just had this idea that back in the Time Patrol, she may have had some romantic feelings towards some patroller, but either they didn't notice her, or she scared them off, or just didn't know how to go about exploring those feelings, or she just wanted to fight her crushes and say, I like you. That sounds...
You're actually onto something there, so
that's very interesting theory there.
Slight spoilers ahead for the story, but nothing really major because I'm not going to touch on it too much. Mostly it'll just be for you guys that watch the video, but basically Azura, we've already kind of covered that Azura has an inferiority complex towards Goran.
Definitely.
So she's always been she's always been kind of shaded by him. So anybody that she kind of would have been interested in was probably just paying attention to whatever Goran was doing, and that would have not gone over well with her.
Oh yeah, that would have hurt for sure. But I love that. I could totally see her as that awkward girl who's super mean to her crush, because that was me. That's so funny.
Throw a rock at the boy that you like.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around, right?
Didn't you hit someone across the face with a chair?
Everyone I dated up until you, I made bleed in some way.
You've made me bleed, and
unintentionally though. With them, it was intentional. So I've grown as a person. All right. So, not going to talk about Mr. Popo's training. Nope, not going to. Nice to also see that Kinana and Eclair develop their relationship more. Eclair showing some tact in not revealing Goran's surprise was quite the brow raiser and smirk maker.
Yeah. So, I was another purpose of this chapter was that I was wanting to kind of incorporate Eclair's character a little more. Again, beyond what she was just featured in the movie. I know she doesn't actually feature in the original anime, but, I've made that change. I'm quite happy with it. So not only do I want to incorporate her like in future battles and stuff, which is what Dragon Ball stories are usually all about, but I'd also like for her to be a part of like the smaller in between stuff that happens as well to kind of help cement her place in the guild now. So I'm glad that was. I'm glad that you appreciated that.
All right, he says he can't wait for next time. And on an unrelated topic, I uploaded a new chapter to my own story. I feel like I'm taking a new direction from the original draft I had. Has that ever happened to you? It kind of makes me feel like the original draft is worthless now. You know that feeling.
I cannot tell you how many times I've done that. I mean, I go back and look at my first draft for my actual novel, and boys, it's so cringeworthy. I'm just
so
like, I'm like, it is like almost physically painful for me to look at my own stuff, and I'm just like, why did I ever think that this was going to be a good idea? But 12 years older, 12 years wiser, I guess.
But hey, I'm really.
I mean, it usually goes for the. I mean, it usually goes for the best.
Yeah, and I think as any kind of creative person, if you don't change your outlook and you're not changing like the way your direction, then you're not growing. Yeah, so that's a good thing. That's really cool that you're able to kind of take a step back and say, hey, I think I want to take a new direction. That means you're growing as a writer, and that's great.
Yeah.
All right. Yushideshi, sorry. Cool chapter. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Simon, this is a very short response for Simon, but to be fair, it's all fluff.
So real quick, before I was gonna actually film this a few days ago, but then we both kind of got sick and we didn't really have the energy for it. But I also messaged Simon because I was like, "Where's your review? I can't make a review. I can't make a response video without your review. You're like the most consistent person on this, and you always give me so many challenging things to speak of."
Yes.
So, where's my review? And he's like, I'm sorry, put it up.
Thanks, dude. All right, well, we appreciate you responding. That's cool.
Yes, we do.
All right, sorry that it took so long for me to review this chapter. Love has been stressful to 11. I'd go into detail, but that's not what this is for. So I will say that I have been on antidepressants in the past month. So sorry, dude. But,
I can relate.
Yeah, we've all been there. Taking care of your mental health, that's important. That's really good. Both of us know how that is completely. So do not feel sorry for that. Take care of yourself. That's the most important thing.
You're right.
Anyway, where to begin? Fluffy chapters are always good, but this one had too much cheese for my liking. I had a feeling he was going to go there.
I knew it. I knew he was going to.
It's a nice chapter, but there's a limit to how much cheese I can take till I've had enough. Did you have
So your mozzarella was maxed out then?
Did you have Shiagrath co-write this with you? Haha.
I have no idea who Shiagrath is.
I don't know. All right, so we're already that far into this, huh? Kind of figured it was a bit early for marriage proposal, but whatever you feel works. I think it's a bit of a stretch to put the Phoenix Tears thing into the ring, but I guess it's an exploit. But what will happen if Kaidan isn't unaging like Akai is? They'll have to scrap the ring or replace it. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Haven't thought about that, but yeah.
So to be fair, Saiyans don't age the same way as humans do. Like, they don't actually, like, get old until they're, like, 80. So, let's just say for argument's sake that, let's say they both get to the age of 80 and he starts aging and she doesn't. She can just always pop the ring off. She'll start aging.
Yep. Cool. Nice to see Azra mellow out a bit, the best she can. And you'd think since she's Saiyan too, she'd have just as much of an appetite as Kaidan's. The bickering between them is the best part of the chapter. It's funny. I have to agree there. I love it. So, working together with Sabretooth...
Even he's coming around to Azra a bit.
I know! The Azra
He was preaching nothing but hatred for her earlier.
It's okay. I didn't like her either for a while, so she's growing on me. So, working together with Sabretooth on a mission, huh? Wonder how that will go, especially with Azra in tow. Can't wait to see how that plays out in the next chapter, which you uploaded today.
Yes, I did.
Are we going to be going... We're not going over those
ones? We're not going over those ones yet. It's only been a few days since I released
cool.
it, so...
Anywho, again, sorry for the wait. Now I'm going to read the chapter. You'll hear from me again sooner this time. Yes. On a final note, I have just one last thing to say about that final scene. 3, 2, one. Cheese for everyone. Yeah, it's super cheesy, but it's adorable. We gotta have some of that in an anime crossover.
I mean, have you seen Fairy Tail?
Yeah, it's why we eat it up. And
sorry, is that it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, not sorry that there was too much cheese. I mean, you read the chapter and you're still interested in continuing on to the next one, so I must have done something
bro.
right.
There's plenty of violence coming your way.
Oh yes. Man. Oh yes. Things are about to start lining up like a Christmas tree.
I like a good balance between like the drama and the violence, and then there's some chapters that he just loves that are just pure combat and like a little bit.
Well, that's what's going on in the show at that point.
Oh my gosh. It's exhausting for me, but I know you guys will love it. So it'll be good.
Yeah, we're gonna get we're gonna get new transformations. We're gonna get new fusions.
Yeah, lots of new fusions.
Oh yes. Let's see. In the next, so you guys voted on the Mira Jane Lizana fusion. She will make a brief appearance in a few chapters. So you guys can look forward to that. Mm-hmm. And then let me think. There's okay. So on Halloween there's gonna be a brand new fusion. So you can look forward to that. I've actually got a picture of him on my Instagram post, which is the handle is @RedSwordsman. It's all one word. So go check that out if you want another hint as to how that's going to turn out. I'm trying to think. Yeah. And there's two other fusions that are gonna happen, and I will not mention who is involved yet, but I think you guys are really gonna like them.
Yeah, so. I think it'll be fun. We will try to do our best with uploading new videos, but we're about to have a newborn again.
Yeah, so I mean, let's see. I mean, I don't know. I'll do my best to. If I have to, I will do the video. I'll do the video on my own to keep continuity, but.
I'll do my best to join in.
And if you can't join in, I can get Chris or Anthony maybe to help me out.
We'll try to make it work so we can keep producing content for you guys.
Yeah, and I'm still uploading my audio chapters. I'm almost done with Fire Sword, and I'm actually not entirely sure which of my other stories I'm going to do next. So if you guys have any preferences, let me know in the comments below, or send me a private message on fanfiction.net to kind of throw your vote a bit.
For sure.
Let's see. That's everything?
I think that's everything.
Alrighty. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to leave a comment in the section below. Send us a like. Share with your friends. Be sure to subscribe. Until the next time, take care.
Thanks.
I killed Gajiel.
You killed Gajiel?